Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I realized that this is how I start all of my videos. Anyway, today I'm gonna invite you to join my journey here on porting curl to Hermes. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't prepared this at all, so we'll see. Well, let's see if I have any changes here. So this is just like a casual laid-back coding session. This is not a tutorial or anything. Just gonna have some fun here with Hermes. No changes. We're gonna get fetch all, get pull all. Okay, we're up to date. Let's just recompile. Make clean. Let's recompile it just to be sure. And also do a sudo make install. Okay. So we're gonna open up another workspace as well, and we're gonna go to. I'm gonna call this, let's just call it Hermes curl, maybe. Yeah, I think that's good. No, wrong. And I have a little template for actually to create extensions for Hermes. I have sort of forgotten how to do it. Actually, I haven't forgotten how to do it, but I'm just lazy and I don't want to do. I wonder if I actually. I know I put some sort of document here on how to do it. Right. So this is basically what you want to do. Let's see if I have something like that. No. Oh well. I hope there was a make file that I could use, but I guess not. So we're gonna create a new make file. Let's just open up Vim here, and we're gonna do touch make file make dir src touch main.c. Actually, it's not gonna have a main function really. It's gonna have anyway. Let's just make this compile before I do anything. I can probably sort of copy Hermes makefile. And we'll see how far we come in this video with this implementation. Maybe won't finish it. We'll see. So actually, it's not gonna have an executable really. It's not gonna have this. It's gonna be called libhermes. Let's call it libhermes curl. No, what are you doing? Curl. Wait a bit. That's not really how you do. I've forgotten how to do how to compile the .so file. I think I have something like that somewhere. Link.c. C make file .so. Here's something. Oh, actually, I think what I can do is like this, lib Hermes curl.so. Then I can use this. And we don't need that. We don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Make. I'm not sure we're gonna need this actually. Let's remove that for now. Okay. Let's rename the main file to maybe curl.c, I don't know. Let's just see if this compiles. I'm just gonna do some random thing here. Int yo. Now make error undefined reference to main. And that is because why? First of all, we need to do. It was a while that since I coded, to be honest. something is wrong with makefile, I think. Might actually be this. No. Undefined reference to main. I'm not trying to create an executable. Filling all target lib, all target lib. Strange. Shared. Oh, we don't need the objects here actually. There we go. Cool. And we can actually put the flags here. So let's do shared like that. We can remove it here. And there we go. Now everything is what I want it to be. Okay, so now what I want to do is basically this sort of. And now we're going to look up the curl documentation here. So let's just start off with this. Hello. So what's going on here? There we go. Feels like it was ages ago that I wrote C code. Okay. We'll see if we actually need that header file later. So right, because we want to do. I want the curl API to be similar in Hermes, which means I would have to port this object, for example. So first we need to port this function, basically, curl easy init. So to do that, we would do, I'm just gonna keep this code here for reference for now. I'm gonna do ASTT. I'm gonna prefix everything with an H because it's Hermes, so that we don't clash with like names and stuff. At least from the beginning. Maybe I change that later, but for now I'm gonna do that. So H curl, see init. And this will create an object, basically. So ASTT curl object is equal to init AST object. And then we need to store this curl pointer on it. So the AST object actually has, I think it has some sort of place for it there. Yeah, object value. So what we can do is curl object value is equal to curl something like that. We'll do could simplify it a little bit by doing this. And then doing like that. And then basically we would return curl object. Okay. And actually I'm not gonna have, we don't want this to be compiled, it's just for my reference. Actually, let's put this in a text file for now. Okay. And we're not gonna need to include that for now. Doesn't hurt. But it's not gonna do anything for now. Okay. So let's see if this compiles. Probably not. Probably need to add flag. Thinking I need to add curl, probably. No. I don't seem to have libcurl installed. it up, search curl dev. Libcurl for I wonder which one I should use. I'm gonna go for this one. There we go, it compiles, cool. So now I have a libhermes curl file. Now I want to see if this function now, if we can use it in Hermes. So I should be able to load this function in Hermes basically. So let's just create a file here called curl.he. And now if I remember correctly, we need to do I think I have a load, yeah. So basically we want to do deload, and the library file is at home Anderson workspace Hermes curl lib Hermes curl.so, and we want to load a function called hcurl easyinit, hcurl easy. Like, why does my keyboard there we go, hcurl easyinit. So let's just see if we can use it. Object curl is equal to hcurl easyinit. And then we're going to do Hermes examples curl double free detected. Funny. Now I do think I know why that happens. Let's run Valgrind. Main.c20. I have some bugs with the deallocation things. 27. 45. So the error starts coming there. Okay, now it doesn't crash anymore. Let's just do that for now. I'll have to fix that later. So let's try and print that curl object. Print curl. And we have the object, so it works. We can create the object basically. So the curl easyinit function is successfully ported. Now we want to port this curl easy set opt. So ASTT hcurl easy set opt. ASTT self dynamic list t args. And I don't remember if I have a way to assert that certain arguments are passed into this function. I think I have some method here called expect arg or something. Runtime expect args. I wonder if we could use that. Expect args. I actually think we can use that function to expect to get an object. Because we expect the first item in this list to be an object, basically. So let's just see if that... Oh crap, now I accidentally copied something else. We want to get this in here. So we're expecting an object. Cool. And then we can do AST object is equal to ASTT args items 0. And then we want to pass in the object value because that is the curl object. So AST object curl object. And we also want to port this argument here. So I actually wonder, let's open up the curl source code as well. So cd curl, I wonder where it is. Actually, let's do find grep curl. Oh, cd x cd curl. Might be in the EC. Let's open up the editor here actually. So the function is curl EC set opt. Curl EC set opt. So it's a curl option. I wonder where that is defined. So it's basically this, what is it? Is it a struct or what is this? Enum, so it's an integer basically. We could actually port this entire enum, but maybe we don't have to do it. Let's just try to do it with an integer for now. So the other argument is going to be an integer. So let's expect that as well. We're going to expect we're actually going to expect 3 arguments. And we're also going to expect, is it always a string? I wonder. It can actually be multiple things. We're gonna start off with a string actually. Okay. So curl object, curl, and this will be the AST integer int value. I think it's called int value. Let's see here. Yeah, it's an int value. Cool. Int value, and then we're gonna do AST string value. Okay. Cool. Let's see if we can compile that, and we cannot compile it. Has no. Okay, we have to do. This is actually called object value, and then we have to cast it to a curl thing. Yeah. Does it compile? Sort of. It doesn't have the expect args. We have to do include Hermes runtime.h. No, that's not the file. Hermes runtime. There we go, it compiles. So let's see if we can do the curl easy opt in our file here now. hcurl easy set opt curl. We should probably port that enum, because now I have to figure out what the integer for that thing is. It was in here, I think. Where's my... curl opt URL. There's only one mention of it. I think they're using some macro hack to actually define it or something. So that might be difficult. I think we can. I think there should be a way to define it. Problem is, we don't really have access to the runtime, I think. No, we don't. So that's... Otherwise, we could have just defined it as a constant. Anyway, let's just try putting some random integer for now. HTTP example.org. Let's just see if our program still runs. Undefined method curl easy setup. Oh, we have to actually load that as well. Segmentation fault. It's probably because it's getting an unexpected integer, probably. So, runtime visit 196. No type. Actually pretty sure that I think this function is being called. I think it's being called, but this thing here. Oh, actually, we're not returning anything. That's actually a problem. Let's do return in AST void. AST null. Okay, now it doesn't crash. Cool, print curl. Okay, so it works. It's kind of annoying though that I don't know the value of that integer. I should probably port the whole enum because then I don't need to know it, but curl up the URL. I think for now I'm gonna make an ugly hack for this, and it's gonna be really ugly. Let's make a function that returns the integer that you want. So AST hcurl get option or something, I don't know. STT self dynamic list t args, and we're gonna use this, and we're gonna expect a string. string is equal to ASTT args items I 0. And then we're going to do what was it called? Curl opt URL. Return. No. AST integer is equal to init AST integer AST integer in value is equal to curl opt URL return AST integer. We don't have string comps, so we need to do. Now this is a very temporary hack until I figure that out. Cool. But now we should be able to do slow that. Curl get option, and then we can just do curl get option curl opt URL. One argument, but it's provided but expected 3. Okay. Need to change this to 1. Cool. So now that works. What more? Let's see here. You see here, it's not always a string. I think they sort of generate that function depending on what option you put in here. So sometimes it generates a function that expects another sort of value here depending on what you put here. But let's just ignore that for now. Just want to get the fundamental parts up and running. So now let's port curl easy perform. Let's copy this. It was called curl underscore easy underscore perform. And it's actually going to expect just the curl object. And then it's going to do this, but curl easy perform. Okay. Let's also implement curl easy cleanup. Actually, let's just test our curl easy perform first. Let's compile, and we're gonna import it. I'm gonna do hcurl easy perform curl. Whoa. So that works. Now I'm making a request through curl. Cool. And then let's port the curl easy cleanup as well. Now let's try import it. See cleanup. Cool, so that works as well. Awesome. So now I can actually make requests through curl. Let's try and change the URL. That works as well. Cool. And obviously, it's printing the response because our curl API here, or our curl port, doesn't allow for storing it in a variable yet, so it just uses the default behavior, which is to print it. So I am not actually printing it. It's the curl library that's doing it. Cool. Maybe that will be all for this part. I'm gonna have to make it a bit more sophisticated later. And obviously we haven't ported everything yet, but I will do it soon. Or in the next video or something. But this was pretty fun. So cool. The fundamental part of curl, like doing a GET request, is successfully ported to Hermes. That feels really good. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I actually have some kind of plan on to create some sort of auto port solution where you don't need to write a port like this to be able to call C libraries from Hermes. Like one thing I could do is to make some sort of generator that parses the header file, for example in this case curl, that parses the header file and generates like a port to Hermes on the fly. So like you could actually like do deload user include curl.h whatever, and it would like auto generate that C code and compile it during runtime or whatever. That would actually be really cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and we'll make this more sophisticated and port some more stuff in the next video. And thank you so much for watching.